Hey, it's H here for Counterent Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at UNISWAP. It's going to be yet another macro video, and we're going to be taking a look at this chart here on, again, 2-day or, well, basically the macro degrees. I'm going to be going through a couple different counts, bear and bull count, and yeah, let's get right into it. So the first one is going to be the bear count that I'm showing you here. We can get this into a bearish extension target. We do hit the 1-to-1 extension, and then we are again creating divergences here that can fit into either the C wave or a fifth wave in here. Now, if you are again using log scale, it's going to be looking completely different, like so, where this whole structure can be labeled as a five-way structure and only invalidates at the lowest lows that we have on the chart. So again, not the prettiest thing to see. But overall, this bear count here is assuming that we have a three-way structure here. More importantly, is the structure that we have afterwards is a three-way structure coming down and then yet another three-way structure. Now, this is an issue over here. I can't really put this into a five-way structure that really looks good at all. So I'm not quite sure how to label this. Maybe it's a WXY instead. That fits a bit better overall. Instead of this being an ABC, because I can't really fit a five-way structure here properly. You can see that it's very odd of a structure, fits better this way if this was a WXY labeled as such. And yeah, extension wise, that would be closer to the basic three-wave extension targets. But overall, to me, on this chart, this would be a three-way structure, a corrective structure that is opposing the previous structure. Now, why am I labeling this as a wave X? It's just because, again, it didn't retrace the previous structure enough to be a wave B. So what is coming after a wave X is a wave Y, so we're expecting another three-way structure coming down. Here we can get some targets for log scale anywhere. Well, we can actually just take a look at the measurements if we have indeed pivoted. Again, 1-to-1 extension would be the main target, $1.26. Again, this would basically mean the death of crypto again on the news, and these would be the areas to buy. Of course, we don't know if this is going to be happening, but these charts here, some of these macro charts are telling us some gruesome things. So sometimes we just gotta be at least open to the opportunity or the possibility of these happening. So anything once the price gets below the wave W, I might be looking for dollar cost averaging into here. If this again starts up, it would have the option to go higher. But yeah, that is the bear scenario. Let's take a look at bull before looking at the smaller time frame here. So one of the options here is another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't look the best here on log scale. Looks a bit better on arithmetic scale. Not the best, not the prettiest like we have on some altcoins. But again, it has to do. Afterwards, we have a three-way structure coming down, and then another way of looking at this structure would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we get below the $3.65 low here, then this count is out the door, and I don't really have anything bullish going on at all, unfortunately. And this is the only bullish scenario I can find. This to me looks very three-wave-ish. Of course, you could be saying that we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That invalidation is really close here. So if that is something you want to be doing, be my guest. So this would be the count here, 1, 2 here, and then you would be basically expecting a wave 3 of 3 happening really soon. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you could go against this low. again, that is possible, but I just don't see it as likely. Why is, again, because again, the extension or the time that it took to create these wave 2s, or even if a wave 2 would be here after running flat, I don't think that is as probable as the best scenario, because again, based on time, generally the wave 2 doesn't take this long, again, generally, but sometimes, again, the crypto wants to play with us, and just as long as it doesn't break this low here, you could be looking for longs on macro degree. But again, if you are playing the smaller time frame, this would be the low to hold. Let's check out the 4-hour time frame, and you can see that we have a couple of different pivots. We have this kind of move here that potentially could be over this one. Extension wise, we have hit the 1.618 just barely. So again, there is a chance that this is the third wave, where this would be a 1 to the downside, 2, yet another 1, 2, potentially 3 already finished in here, 4 and 5 down. So this would be a 3 already on this degree. Then looking for some kind of 4 and 5, maybe some kind of flat structure here, or this would be done already with this structure, and we are already on our way towards the 5th. But again, I don't really think it is part of this structure anymore. Why is just because, again, time. If you're looking at this as a